Question and answers. Hit me. Reel them off. Fast.
Alright.
China. Apple.
So if you just
9 inch.
Quick intro.
If the vicar says no, it's illegal. Only on Tuesday. China. Hi, I'm Ben Pearson from a Police Interceptor, and I am doing your question and answers from YouTube, Twitter, and any other social media platforms. Question 1.
If you could own any car, what would it be?
Any car, what would it be? Ford Escort Cosworth. Big turbo edition, and probably a Lux model. Ford Escort Cosworth.
What is the best biscuit to dunk in your tea?
Got to be Hobnob. Hobnob all the way. Beautiful biscuit. Beautiful.
What is the most bizarre thing you found on someone during a search?
I cannot possibly comment, but it was about 10 inch. It was pink and it had 2 speeds.
Why don't we teach pit manoeuvres in the UK?
I don't know the 100% correct answer for that. It's just not taught. I think it's probably because when you hit the car, it spins out of control. It's not really controlled. We do it, however. There's been loads of instances where we do a pit manoeuvre. We're not taught it, but if the vehicle needs to come to a stop, we'll stop it.
What is a pit manoeuvre?
I think it's called a police intervention technique, and basically in a pursuit you get to the back rear quarter of the bandit car and you push it round, and it basically goes into a 180 and comes alongside to rest. You're then meant to put your front bumper on their front bumper, boxed in from the front, back and sides, bringing the pursuit to a safe conclusion.
How many jobs did you attend before feeling confident?
Tough answer. Really tough answer to this is you don't ever feel like you know everything. At 19 years in, we're learning every day. I think you get to probably about 6 to 9 months of being out of independent patrol when you feel comfortable in your own skin, where you don't need to be led by somebody, but you never stop learning and you never feel like you know everything. If you do, you're lying.
Why did you never go for promotion, or did you?
No, I think, as I've said this before, I think promotion should be led by what you are, what you do, and how good you do it. I don't think promotion should be led by someone answering a few questions and being good on an interview. I just don't think that's right. You could have someone who's going to be the best sergeant in the world, but it might be rubbish at interviews and it might be rubbish at exams, and just because someone can pass that exam and speak in front of 2 inspectors or chief inspectors for 10-20 minutes doesn't mean they're going to be a good sergeant. You need to be a leader by reputation, confidence and respect, and that's why I never did it.
How old were you when you joined, and how long did it take to join?
I was 25 when I joined, and how long did it take to join? 9 months. Luckily, I got through on my first attempt. Interviews, carousel, fitness test, after application, and I were in. Like I said, for me, I was one of the lucky ones that got through first try. But all in all, 9 months start to finish.
What is the most embarrassing moment caught on camera?
The most embarrassing moment caught on camera was a bush crash at the top of Haworth. A bus let another bus come past, and there were a sinkhole outside of the road, which is a big deep hole, probably 4 or 5 feet deep, where water runs down, and the bus had technically gone to the side, and we'd had to get about 60 people off, I think it were, off these buses, two of these buses. I were then being filmed, and it was for, I think it were ITV, Calendar News. I had my hands in my pockets and I started walking towards the bus. I forgot there was the undulation at the side of the road. I had my hands in pockets, I went down onto my knees and I went head first into the well at the bottom, into all the grass, and because my hands were in pockets and I fell between a wedge like that, I couldn't get up. So I laid there head first in water, and the water was going through my stab vest and everything, and I had to be lifted out of the hole, and that was caught on TV.
Did anyone ever try to bribe you?
Yeah. Loads of times. Per year, probably 50 times a year. Let me off, take the drugs, take the money. Anything can do for you sexually. Everything you can think of that what was offered to me was offered. You never take anything. Even if you found a £1 coin on the seat of a seized car, you'd either leave it there or you'd book in a police property, because if you don't, they're the things that I end up catching you out and get fired and get locked up and put in prison for. So never admit it. Never admit it. No, I don't never admit it. Never seize it. No, don't quite. Never not. Property is the only thing that I'd get you to really just cut it. You know what I mean? Never take it. Never accept a bribe. That's what I'm trying to say. Never accept the bribe. You always be honest with what's going on. So sorry, I got that so wrong. I do apologise.
I'm thinking of joining the police force, however, walking around the street puts me off. Is that part of working your way up, or can you jump straight into taking your advanced driver test to join the Interceptors?
No, it's that simple. You've got to walk around the streets or you've got to learn your job. There's no point starting in the police. Congratulations, you're in the police first day, and here's an advanced car and you're free to drive how you want when you want, lock people up. You have got to climb up a certain ladder, and that ladder is about earning the knowledge you've got to be able to stop a car and be dealing with a murderer, rapist. There's a firearm in there. It's just come from a burglary, scenes, crimes, setting the scene out, securing evidence and that sort of thing. So, and then I'm going to be honest with you now, walking on the beat is probably the best job you'd ever do. You get to meet everybody, you get to meet every single walk of life. You know, the bloke at the local takeaway, news agents, butchers, bakers, they all give you brews, and that's how you learn your job, and it's brilliant. So if you can do, walk on beat.
About modded cars, what sort of mods would you pull people over for?
Now, this is a big thing for me, is because I think younger lads or younger girls or anything, when they've got a car and they want to pimp it up, they normally have a really nice car and they want to spend some money on it and make it look good. So I don't do anything that's too drastic, but the one thing that we do with are tinted windows, and the reason being is you just can't see, and people say you can do, you can't. It's like driving a car at night with sunglasses on. What you think you can see on the outside, you can't, because your eyes are customised to the light inside the car at that time. So I think tinted windows, and if you're showing other lights up front, so there's a lot of people that drive and put red lights in the headlights or bright green ones or blue ones, and they're things that I get advised on, but tinted windows, we just didn't like them.
Alright, any advice for a new recruit?
Listen, learn, keep your head down, be a sponge, soak it all up. It's a big learning curve for you, a massive learning curve. You're going to get so much thrown at you, it's going to be untrue. Treat it as it's fun, it's not a job, and don't take yourself too seriously.
Rugby League or Union, and which team?
What's rugby?
Do you get noticed in the street a lot from being on TV?
Yes, I get noticed quite a lot. I get noticed. I get noticed more now from the YouTube channel. I don't get anything negative. It's all positive stuff. But as you can look at it as well, we're still technically in a bit of a lockdown where I don't go to pubs, I don't go nightclubbing, or I don't go to restaurants, or I'm hardly ever in a shopping centre. So how it is at the moment, yeah, but it's all places like petrol stations, out for a walk with family, going over moors, that sort of thing. But yeah.
Did you ever have to arrest someone you knew or a friend?
Yes, quite a few times. Just one of them I'll quickly tell you, and it was quite bad. There was a lad that used to look after me when we were in middle school, and he was a right nice lad, hard as a coffin nail, and he sort of went down a slippery slope. One day I pulled my motorbike into the co-op, went round the co-op, and he saw me at the door. He knows I'm a Bobby, he acknowledged me. All right, Ben, how are you doing? Not seen you in ages. Straight to the frozen food section, or the meat section, on down his knees and started filling his bag through £100 of sirloin steak, big cuts of rump steak, and I can't afford that, you know what I mean? And he was just looking at me, loading it all in. I thought, bollocks, I'm off duty. He's a mate from school, I've got to do something. So I went round, walked round the edge of the thing, come to the till, past the till, and you've got to go past the till before you lock him up. Just made a run for it to the door, and I was at the door, grabbed him round the neck, and because he were an hard lad, he started having a bit of a struggle with me, so I grabbed him even tighter, got a motorbike helmet, and he said, right, don't stop struggling, we'll smack you with a helmet. Police came, locked him up, but he had like £150 worth of meat on him. I'm not being funny, and regardless, either, if you're going to do it when I'm not there. You can't do it when I'm there, and especially that I'm in job. And what really upset me, he really begged me not to lock him up or to deal with him there, and then that really hurt me. So, but yeah, they're what you've got to deal with if you've policed the area that you live.
What does it mean to you, people reading your book, watching your YouTube, and what has it done for your mental health?
First of all, thank you very much. Great question. It means a lot for me. It's been a hard journey, and it's still a journey now dealing with the mental health issues. I'm far from being normal, so to speak, or healed, and when people buy the book and give me the positive comments they do, it means a lot, and I can see the following the YouTube's got the videos and things like that, so it means I can't write it down, but if I could, I'll give you an example. If I could lean into the camera and shake all your hands and give you a cuddle, I would do, so thank you.
How are you doing now in yourself and with your own mental health?
I had therapy, not used to do it the day before, and I spoke to my therapist and I said, for the first time in over 2 years, I feel really happy. I'm not fixed, but I'm happy. I'm enjoying days, I'm enjoying my new friends. I just feel content. I feel like I don't want much. I've reached for stars, or I've done this, but my little thing is I just don't want a lot. I just want to be happy. I just want to smile every day, and I'm doing so thank you.
What is the best donut?
So it's got to be a Krispy Kreme, creme de Christ.
What?
and it's the one Krusty Krab. Krusty Krab. It's Krusty Krab, isn't it? Krispy Kreme.
You're right over there. It's Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme. It's the one with the pink glazing on top. I don't know what they call it. It's probably got a name, but yeah, the one with the pink top on it.
Strawberry cheesecake, that, I think.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, strawberry cake. Strawberry creek.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Strawberry cheesecake, Krispy Kreme. I do not endorse any products at all. Tag watch, the watch for the real man.
Views on normal police officers carrying guns.
I feel that we're in a position now where the police should be armed, or the majority of police should be armed. I know a few people, police officers, that I wouldn't trust with a bloody wet lettuce, let alone a bloody gun. They're shocking, they'd end up shooting themselves in the leg or doing something. But I think this is where I feel about it now. I feel like if you pass an evaluation, I think it should be down to that individual officer, regardless if he's on beat or whatever he's on, to put himself forward for a firearms course. And if the infrastructure, such as the gun vault or whatever you want to call it, were there at various stations, I think it's down to those officers if they want to carry a firearm. There shouldn't be someone above that says you can't carry a firearm because you're in this role, because it doesn't matter what role you're in. That won't stop you if there's a lone shooter and you're first one there. That won't stop you if you come across a terrorist event or whatever it is. So I think it should be down to the individual officer. They should be able to go on the course, pass the course, but have the evaluations first.
What qualifications are required for being a traffic cop?
Driving licence. So when you join traffic, you've got to do your advanced law level 1, 2 and 3, and then you pass your driving, your advanced course. So all this still goes on. If you think about it, the role might come out every 5 years. You've got to put a paper sift in and go for an interview. So just say, for instance, 500 people might go for 2 jobs or 3 jobs. Then you've got to put your paper sift in and go through that. Once you've done that, you then go for your advanced law, which is normally 2 weeks long, and it's just so hard to do. If you do that and pass that, you'll go for your advanced driving. If you fail your advanced driving after all that, you might get one more chance given to you. If you fail that, you're back to beat. So all that stuff you've just done is pointless. You just go back to beat. So you've got the pressures on for your driving course. Pass your driving course, your law 2, your law 3, which is all trucks, weights, measures, ASCEM, all this sort of stuff. And then you've got to do your TPAC, lasers, everything else comes with it. But you need to have a driving licence.
What is the advanced driving course like?
Hard. Very, very hard. So if you think about your driving test, your normal driving test, make that 3 times harder, 5 times faster, with England's most stern advanced driver examiner person there, and it goes on for 4 weeks and you can't make one mistake. That's what it feels like. It's just hard. You do your normal 3-week course, then you do your advanced 4-week course, and you just can't muck up, you can't do anything wrong, anything dangerous. Everything is a learning curve, so if you do something and you learn from it, fine, but it's so hard to do, and then when you pass, I cried when I passed. Don't judge me, but I cried when I passed.
Have you ever fired your gun up in the air and gone, ah?
Has someone been watching Up Fuzz? No, my son has got a little automatic machine gun that makes a sound. I've done it with that, but not a real gun, no.
Do you think weed should be legal in the UK?
Yes. Right, yeah. Do I think weed should be legal? Yes, I do, yeah. And the reason being is, I won't tell you who, but I know people that have got like MS that smoke it, and it's for medicinal purposes. When my dad had terminal cancer, he was laid in bed and his bones had seized solid. He was in constant pain, where the pain that he was given, the pain control that was given was morphine. It wasn't touching anything. But someone mentioned cannabis oil, and then the one of the doctors we spoke with had also mentioned cannabis oil. I don't know if it were illegal at the time because my head were in clouds. I don't know, but there's so many things it can be used for. And I don't mean it sound funny, but I've never smoked. But if you can go to shop and buy some Benson and Hedges that give you lung cancer and kill you, then you can go to shop and buy J2O, Mad Dog 2020, and I don't know, is it absinthe? You can do all this that. Why can't you buy some weed? Why can't they just tax it, buy some weed, make it legal, done and dusted? I don't see the problem with that, but I've never smoked, so I don't get it. Put it in a rock cake.
So
or a flapjack.
On next week's episode, we'll get some space cake.
But I wouldn't, again, because I've never smoked, I wouldn't know what it's like to have that high or have that feeling. And because I'm not in police now, and I've lived my life obviously by the book, I'm being honest with you, I'd never do it, but I'm always intrigued to feel what it will like. It's like I've never had acid or ecstasy or all these things, all these drugs. I hope you're leaving this in actually, because it's quite a good little bit of a subject. But if someone said, if it was safe to do so, would you try it? And I'd probably say yeah, because there's no point going through life and not experiencing stuff. But because it's not safe, that's why people don't try it. But if there were a way to regulate it and make things safe, I don't see why things shouldn't be legal. And I think, am I being wrong here? That I think it is legal now in certain bits in it for medicine purposes. I don't advocate any of this as well. I'm not promoting any sort of drug use or anything like that. But what I'm trying to say is, if you could do something where it were controlled and understand what the feelings were. I've never experienced acid. I've never experienced ecstasy. I don't know what whiz is like or whatever. Is it whiz? Yeah, whiz. Yeah. It's like an amphetamine. You know, it's like it gets you going. You used to have it at raves. Do you remember what a rave is?
Did you ever watch Line of Duty?
So ironically, me and my partner, because of being in job, don't watch it, don't want to watch it, Busman's Holiday, absolutely rubbish. Watch the first episode, I'm completely hooked. Just it's like, can I watch some more? We've watched, I think we're on episode, series 4 now, and it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. The person who's give all the tactical advice being outside the police station don't really know what they're doing. The person that's give all the advice being in the police station, the laws in, everything, is absolutely spot on with everything they do. So that's brilliant. And then it got to a point where we're on episode 4, and then we turned news on it, told us who H were. So we're now like, well, we've been bumping not watching it for so long, and now we know what's. And so we're still watching it, but we're sort of like we didn't jump on bandwagon when we should have done.
Someone's put, I noticed that the language was pretty tame on Police Interceptors. Is that just your training or for the cameras?
You rein in what you say, because it's not just, I'm not being honest, I'm not bothered about the millions of people that watch it. I am, but I'm not bothered about them judging me. It's about your sergeant, inspector, supervisor, and then chief of ops, and then your ACC chief that watch it. I'm scared of them getting on of it and thinking like, this is a foul-mouthed idiot watching this. But I think all the members of the public want or expect you to be how you are, which is brilliant, but the bosses don't, and that's the hardest thing to get through. You've got to get through the bosses filter. You're very much aware of what, and don't forget, if you get it wrong and you muck up and it's on camera, there's a good chance you could get kicked off the roll of traffic and out of the job and probably prosecuted. So you're still having to be careful of what you do.
What is the bravest thing you ever saw from a member of the public?
Oh, right, this leads into I don't think it's the bravest thing I've ever seen, but it's one of the bravest things I've sort of like seen. And it leads on to a story. There were stabbing at living rooms in Keighley, where a young lad with schizophrenia had gone around stabbing everyone, and the members of the public had overpowered him and got him to floor and detain him to a police ride. But I think he blankets stabbed 7 or 8 people, just multiple times, left them for dead. But that's in another video I'm going to be doing. Thank you for all your channel comments and everything else. We'll do another one soon, and keep watching. Thank you.